A tech billionaire challenges an errand girl to a coding contest for laughs, unaware that she's a hacking genius. The $5,000 tablet trembled in businessman William Carter's hands as he watched in disbelief at the 22-year-old black woman standing across the sleek booth. He had bet his Silicon Valley mansion on a single coding challenge, convinced he was teaching this sassy errand runner a lesson in humility. "Are you sure you want to continue, Mr. Carter?" asked Maya Jackson, her calm voice contrasting sharply with the growing desperation in the eyes of the man who just 5 minutes earlier had been openly mocking her. The Fairmont Hotel's ballroom was deathly silent. The other conference guests, moguls, investors, and influencers, gathered around Apex Dynamics' booth, realizing something extraordinary was happening. A black woman from Oakland was about to challenge one of the richest men in tech. Maya never imagined her Saturday afternoon would end like this. She had come to deliver files for Apex's AI team because her supervisor called in sick, and she should have stayed quietly in the back room sorting papers. But when the rich men began their malicious comments about people who don't know their place, something inside her woke up. "Look, Carter," William had said to his team, laughing loud enough for everyone to hear. "This errand girl thinks she knows coding because she's fiddled with a laptop. How about we teach her how the real world works?" What Carter didn't know was that Maya had spent the last 3 years mastering cybersecurity in a dark web hacking community. What he couldn't imagine was that she could crack system vulnerabilities faster than Apex's supercomputers. "I'm not bothering anyone," Maya replied politely, clutching her stack of documents. "Don't worry," Carter insisted, his eyes sparkling with mischief. "We'll play a simple game. If you win, I'll double your pay. When you lose, you owe me an apology for thinking you belong here." Now, 45 minutes later, Carter had lost his yacht, his Napa Valley estate, and was about to bet something that would send his board into a panic when they found out. Maya organized her laptop with the precision of a surgeon. Her dark eyes revealed a serenity that only exists in those born with a gift that transcends any limitations imposed by the prejudices of others. "Last chance, Mr. Carter," she said, pushing her code toward the server. "But this time, when I win, I want something different. If this story of talent versus prejudice is thrilling you, subscribe to the channel to discover how a 22-year-old woman turned a billionaire's arrogance into the most expensive lesson he's ever paid for in his life." Carter laughed loudly, a harsh sound that echoed through the conference hall. "Something different, girl. You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into." He gestured to the other guests who gathered around like vultures sniffing carrion. "Folks, come see this. The errand girl thinks she can teach me coding." "William, don't be cruel," murmured his CTO, Rachel Hayes, but her tone betrayed more amusement than genuine concern. "She clearly doesn't understand what's going on." "I understand perfectly," Maya replied, her voice calm as a lake on a windless morning. "You bet your Silicon Valley mansion because you think a black woman from Oakland couldn't have learned to code properly." The silence that followed was deafening. Several guests exchanged uncomfortable glances, but Carter just smiled more maliciously. "Exactly. And when you lose, I want you to beg me for forgiveness for not knowing your place in this industry." Carter turned to the crowd, smirking. "Jackson, you need to learn that insolence has consequences." What Carter didn't know was that Maya had grown up facing humiliation daily from men like him. She'd seen her skills dismissed, her potential ignored because of her background. What Carter also didn't know was that at 16, Maya had found a dark web forum on hacking. While others scrolled social media, she cracked encryption puzzles and studied system vulnerabilities. By 18, she'd mastered penetration testing. By 20, she'd outsmarted elite hackers online. "I double the bet," Carter announced, pushing the stakes higher. "My $15 million penthouse, too." He leaned over the booth, his blue eyes flashing with cruelty. "But when you lose, besides an apology, I want you out of Silicon Valley permanently." William Hayes whispered, now genuinely shocked. "You can't be serious." "I'm very serious. This girl needs to learn about tech hierarchy." Carter looked at Maya. "And you need to learn your place." Maya watched Carter's face contort with arrogance, her eyes hardening with a cold determination forged from years of being underestimated. "I accept your terms," she said calmly. "But when I win, and I will win, I want you to publicly apologize for every humiliation you've inflicted on those you deemed beneath you." The room erupted in laughter. Rachel Hayes clutched her stomach, laughing hard. "Oh my God, William, she really thinks she can win. And I want it recorded," Maya continued, ignoring the laughter, "and posted on all your social media, with a detailed explanation of how a 60-year-old man lost $15 million to a 22-year-old woman because he underestimated her intelligence based on her race." The laughter died instantly. Carter turned red with rage. "You, how dare you? I'm just stating the terms of the bet you proposed." Maya replied with the patience of someone explaining basic concepts to a child. "Are you afraid of losing to a 22-year-old black woman?" The other guests whispered, now uneasy. This had gone beyond a humbling lesson, entering dangerous territory for Carter's reputation. "You're on," Carter growled. But you'll learn the tech world is no place for dreamers like you. Maya opened her laptop with precise movements, her mind racing through code like a supercomputer. What Carter didn't know was that he'd ignited a storm that would shatter his empire. Maya Jackson opened her laptop with precise movements, her mind racing through code like a quantum supercomputer. William Carter, Apex Dynamics CEO, had a sleek algorithm, a strong entry by any tech standard. But Maya had something that made her pulse quicken discreetly. Last chance to back out. Girl, Carter sneered, his voice dripping with condescension. You can quit now and just face a little embarrassment. Thanks for the offer, Maya replied politely. But I'd rather stay for the part where you realize underestimating people based on their race is the biggest mistake you've ever made. Carter uploaded his code to the server with absolute confidence, an optimized algorithm that would outshine 90% of coders in any normal contest. But when all eyes turned to Maya, expecting to see panic and defeat, she simply smiled. A small, almost imperceptible smile, but one that carried the weight of a code-crashing thunder about to break over everything Carter believed about superiority and privilege. For a moment, when Carter saw that smile, a twinge of unease shot through his chest, but he ignored it, convinced an errand girl couldn't have mastered coding with such sophistication. What he didn't know was that Maya wasn't bluffing. She was about to unleash something that would turn his arrogance into a public nightmare. Maya submitted her code slowly, line by line, as if revealing a secret she'd guarded for years. Line 1, a sleek data parser. Line 2, an encryption breaker. Line 3, a neural optimizer. Line 4, a runtime accelerator. And finally, line 5, a security override, a perfect algorithm that froze Carter's blood in his veins. The conference hall fell silent. Carter blinked, as if his screen betrayed him. A flawless AI optimization, with an efficiency score of 99.8%, one of the rarest outcomes in coding contests. That's impossible, Carter stammered, his voice a choked whisper. An errand girl can't what, Mr. Carter? Maya asked politely, arranging her laptop's interface with perfect symmetry. Can't write code, can't optimize systems, or can't simply be smarter than a rich white man. Rachel Hayes, Apex's AI star, covered her mouth, eyes darting. Between the screen and Carter's pale face, the crowd stopped laughing, stunned. What no one in that room knew was that Maya had spent the last 5 years doing more than studying code online. She had uncovered something that reshaped her understanding of systems and strategy. But first, she had to reveal how she got there. Carter, Maya said calmly, her gaze sharp as a blade. Do you remember that day you humiliated me in front of your team? The crowd leaned in, phones up, Livestream spiking to 20,000 views. Maya, don't, a colleague whispered, but she pressed on, voice firm. You laughed when I applied for the AI team, said I should stick to coffee runs because my kind can't code. Carter tried to interrupt, but Maya raised her hand with surprising authority. For a 22-year-old that day, while you thought I was just fetching your latte, I accessed your server logs from a discarded USB. She paused, letting the words sink in. I learned about your company, your contracts, your weaknesses. Carter's jaw tightened. You have no idea what you're talking about. I have every idea, Maya replied. I found out you've lost $7 million in failed AI bids over 4 years. Your board doesn't know. And I found something even better. You have a predictable pattern when you compete in tech. Maya stood, pulling a tablet from her bag, hidden earlier in a booth's panel. Excuse me, Mr. Carter, but I recorded this entire contest. The blood drained from Carter's face. You could, and I can, and I did. Maya tapped the screen, showing the crowd 45 minutes of footage showing a 60-year-old CEO betting $20 million against a 22-year-old using racist language and threatening to kick me out of Silicon Valley. Hayes looked at Carter with horror. William, tell me she's lying. But Maya wasn't done. The best part, Mr. Carter, is that you've acted like this for years. You belittle your staff, you make reckless bets, and you always underestimate people you think are beneath you. A colleague stepped forward, realizing Maya's plan. Maya, how do you know Shadow, the dark web hacker who mentors me online? Maya said, smiling faintly. I learned he specializes in cybersecurity and behavioral analysis. For 8 months I studied not just coding but the psychological patterns of arrogant tech moguls, like you, Mr. Carter. What Carter didn't know was that Maya's code wasn't just a contest entry. It was a weapon, poised to turn his empire into a public nightmare. The Fairmont stage crackled as Maya Jackson faced Rachel Hayes, their screens blazing with code for an AI optimization challenge. The crowd, tech moguls, investors watched, Livestream hitting 30,000 views, phones capturing every keystroke. William Carter, Apex's CEO, leaned in from the VIP balcony. His bet of $20 million and Hayes' AI director role on the line. Crush her, Hayes, he barked, confident in his star coder. Hayes grinned, typing fast. You're done, Jackson, she taunted, her algorithm sharp, honed by Apex's billion-dollar contracts. Carter signaled staff to watch Maya. She's up to something, he muttered. The crowd jeered, calling her nobody. Maya's fingers flew, her code clean, matching Hayes' pace. Hayes smirked. Give up, Rook. Maya's gaze stayed locked, her focus razor-sharp, shaped by years under Shadow's dark web tutelage. The screens showed Maya pulling ahead, her algorithm slicing through constraints. Impossible, Hayes hissed, her confidence cracking. Carter shouted, your job's on the line, Hayes. The crowd hushed, sensing a shift, Livestream buzzing with comments. Who's this girl? The timer stopped. Screens flashed. Maya scored 99.8%, Hayes 97%. The hall erupted, stunned. Hayes slammed her keyboard, yelling, she cheated. Carter stormed the stage, roaring, it's a glitch. The judge reviewed Maya's code, declaring, Jackson wins flawless. Cheers drowned Gear's Livestream spiking. Hayes, face pale, snapped, you're a fraud, and stormed off. Shoving a chair, Carter grabbed a mic, voice shaking. The system's rigged. The crowd booed, phones up, catching his earlier slurs. Quotas don't code. Maya's app, hidden in her tablet, was streaming it all. Views hitting 40,000. Maya Stude's voice, steady, you said I didn't belong, Carter. The crowd roared, chanting her name. Carter's phone buzzed, investors calling. Furious, shut it down, he yelled, but the stream surged, exposing his bias to thousands. What Carter didn't know was that Maya's victory was the spark, her app a blade cutting into his empire's core. The Fairmont stage thrummed as Maya Jackson's victory sank, in her 99.8% score crushing Rachel Hayes. The crowd's phones lit up, Livestream soaring to 85,000 views, capturing Carter's slurs. Quotas don't code. William Carter, Apex's CEO, faced a sea of angry faces, his $20 million bet and reputation crumbling. This is a setup, he shouted, but the crowd jeered, demanding, Carter comfy. Hayes, already gone, left Carter alone. A board member hissed, fix this, William, or we're done. Maya tapped her tablet, revealing her plan. Shadow taught me to document, she said, voice cutting like steel. This live stream with 60,000 followers on my dark web profile shows you betting $20 million against me, using racist slurs. Carter's face strained. You can't blackmail me. It's not blackmail, Maya said coolly. It's evidence of bias. The crowd roared, phones up, views hitting 90,000. How many now? A reporter asked, trembling. 90,000, Maya replied, and 5 tech blogs want interviews. Carter's phone rang relentlessly, investors pulling $1 billion. William, clients are bailing. A voice blared. Carter, cornered, grabbed the mic. I'm sorry, for the bias, the fraud, he stammered. On your knees, Maya said, as agreed. Carter knelt, tears of humiliation falling. I apologize for disrespecting employees, for racial discrimination, for saying you don't belong in tech, he choked out, voice breaking. Maya recorded posting to Carter's hacked social media. Deal done, she declared, as views hit 100,000. The crowd chanted Maya. Maya. Carter's phone buzzed, sec probing Apex for fraud. You don't know what you've done, he whispered, defeated. I know exactly, Maya said, her gaze unwavering. Shadow taught me. Intelligence outshines arrogance. She left the stage, the crowd's cheers echoing, her app still streaming Carter's downfall to millions. What Carter didn't know was that Maya's livestream was a guillotine, its blade slicing his empire apart. Outside the Fairmont, Maya Jackson, we've slipped into a shadowy hallway, her tablet buzzing as William Carter's apology video hit 100,000 views. The crowd's roars echoed. Apex Dynamics servers crashing as her hidden code planted during the contest unleashed damning emails. No hires like Jackson and fit for AI. And cook the books. The livestream surged, comments screaming, he's a fraud. Carter, in a control room, yelled, stop it. But technicians shook their heads. Her codes locked us out. One gasped, spotting Eclipse's signature. Carter, desperate, called security. She's a spy. Arrest her. 3 guards chased Maya down the corridor. You're done, Jackson 1 growled, grabbing her arm. Maya smirked, tapping her phone. Apex's cameras died, doors sealed, alarms silenced. Big mistake, she said, twisting free, her code paralyzing the network. The guard stumbled, radio's dead. A tech plugged in Maya's dropped USB, marked truth is coming, revealing her hack's full-scope financial fraud exposed. $1 billion in deals lost. The crowd outside swarmed, livestream at 100,000, chanting Maya's name. Carter's phone rang, investors bailing, sec closing in. Find her, he screamed, but Maya vanished through an emergency exit, her app streaming to 80,000. Truth's out, she whispered, sprinting into the night. A reporter yelled, where's Maya Jackson? No answer came. Carter alone saw his face on screen's disgraced CEO. His empire was ash, the crowd's cheers deafening. What Carter didn't know was that Maya's escape was her final strike, her coded death blow to his empire. San Francisco's streets pulsed with chaos as William Carter fled the Fairmont, reporters hounding him. Apex Dynamics declared bankruptcy, Maya Jackson's hack costing a $1.5 billion investor deal. News vans blocked alleys, microphones thrusting forward. Admit the fraud, Carter. A reporter shouted, cameras rolling. Carter shoved past, panting, it's hackers, not me. The livestream at 100,000 views broadcast his desperation. Hashtag Apex exposed, trending. A rival firm bought Apex's assets for cents, sealing its collapse. Carter ducked into an alley, phone buzzing with board texts. You're fired. He dialed a contact, pleading, I need help. You're toxic. They snapped, hanging up. Paparazzi swarmed, yelling, explain the emails. Carter tripped, scraping his knee, hiding behind a dumpster. It's a setup, he cried, but cameras rolled. A dark web post from Shadow flashed. Eclipse One. Hacker shared it, praising Maya's strike. At Apex's headquarters, Maya's records were erased, her files gone. A manager gasped. Tech giant sent $3 million. Offers, but emails bounced. She's vanished, a recruiter muttered. Reporters demanded, where's Maya? No answers came. Carter hired a PI, barking, find her. The PI shrugged. She's a ghost. The crowd chanted Maya's name. Phones up. A hacker posted Eclipse crushed Apex. Comments exploded. Legend. Carter, cornered, saw his face on news screens. Disgraced CEO. How'd she do it? He muttered as the live stream looped his downfall. What Carter didn't know was that Maya's hack was her checkmate, leaving his empire in ruins and her legend untouchable. Outside Apex's gutted headquarters, William Carter stood on a makeshift platform, microphone shaking in his hands, cameras flashing. The livestream hit 100,000 views, showing his haggard face as reporters demanded answers for his fraud and bias. Apex was bankrupt, assets gone, Carter's empire dust. I'm sorry for the fraud, the bias, he stammered, voice cracking. I failed you. The crowd jeered, yelling, you knew. Phones captured every word. Hashtag Apex exposed trending. A reporter shouted, where's Maya Jackson? Carter flinched, muttering no idea. Sirens wailed. Police stormed in, badges gleaming. You're under arrest. Carter, a cop barked, cuffing him for financial crimes. This is a mistake. Carter yelled, dragged to a van. The crowd roared, justice. As cameras rolled, livestream surging. Carter's apology looped online, his ruin sealed. Maya was gone. Her trail erased. Apex's servers held no trace. Shadow had wiped her file. Tech giants sent million-dollar offers, but emails bounced. She's a myth. A recruiter gasped. Dark web posts from Eclipse read, the fight continues. Hackers whispered, her codes in defense systems. An analyst found her signature in national cybersecurity protocols, untraceable. She's special forces, he said, awestruck. Reporters scoured San Francisco, chasing rumors. Carter, in a cell, saw her name on a ticker. Coda vanished. I underestimated her, he muttered, ignored by guards. The crowd chanted Eclipse, her legend soaring. What Carter didn't know was that Maya's victory sparked a silent war, her code a shield for nations. 6 months later, Maya Jackson sat in a sleek Oakland office, her name on a digital plaque. Maya Jackson, lead cybersecurity consultant, Nexus Innovations. Once an errand girl, she now shaped tech security globally. 6 new consulting offers, a colleague said, handing her a tablet. Her online cybersecurity academy for underrepresented coders had 8,000 students, its influence rippling. Carter's status, the colleague asked, grinning. Maya checked her tablet. He's done. His penthouse was auctioned. Board cut ties after $10 million in failed AI bids surfaced. Rachel Hayes was shunned, untouchable in tech circles. Shadow, Maya's mentor, helped turn the Carter case into a national anti-bias movement. The apology video hit 25 million views, fueling lawsuits across Silicon Valley. Carter showed me power bends to exposure, Maya said, gazing at Oakland skyline. I'm lifting others with it. Her phone rang. Carter, voice broken. I need work, anything. Night support, minimum wage. Maya replied, background checks include social media. I'll take it, he rasped. Maya smiled. He's learned the hierarchy. Revenge isn't destruction, her colleague said. It's building bigger. In her modest apartment, Maya stayed grounded. Shadow taught me being underestimated is my strength, she said. Arrogance reveals flaws to those it dismisses. Her colleague nodded. The lesson, intelligence without purpose is code, Maya said. But with purpose it changes the world. What Carter didn't know was that Maya's legacy was a beacon, outshining his ruin. In a desert bunker, Maya Jackson typed furiously, her code fortifying national cyber defenses. No name marked her station. She was a ghost. A message from Shadow blinked, stay invisible, Eclipse. Maya replied, forever. Her academy now had 10,000 students. Its anti-bias curriculum shaping tech policy globally. Dark web forums buzzed. Eclipse's code guards nations. Tech giants chased her with $5 million offers, but found no trace. Meanwhile, William Carter swept floors in an Oakland strip mall. His security badge faded. Newsstands screamed, Carter jailed. Coders triumph. His apology video hit 30 million views. Hashtag Apex Exposed trending. Who was she? He muttered, staring at Maya's Fairmont photo. His empire was gone, assets seized. His name a punchline. A mural of Maya rose in Oakland, painted by activists. Carter passed it, head low, his phone showing her academy's influence. She was nobody, he whispered, ignored by co-workers. Her legacy soared, studied in universities, a symbol of justice. What Carter didn't know was that Maya's hack was her opening salvo. Her code, now a global shield. Today, William Carter works as a night support tech, earning in a month what he once spent on a coffee. Maya Jackson turned bias into a tech movement studied in universities. Her cybersecurity academy shapes national policy, her code embedded in defense systems. The lesson: power lasts only while it underestimates the brilliance of the overlooked. When someone breaks that cycle, no millions can save you. Arrogance is the ultimate flaw. If this story of a coder turning injustice into fuel for greatness inspires you, subscribe to explore more real-life tales of those who rewrite the rules. When underestimated. What Carter didn't know was that Maya's hack was just the start. Her legacy outshines his empire, a beacon for the unseen.